We were told not to waste our time. No one would use our service. Advice. We love to give it, and many times we even love to receive it. I'm very familiar with advice even from a young age. I was the unagony of all my friends when I was growing up. Every time my friends had a relationship problem, they would call me and I would be juggling two phones, one from the guy and one from the girl, to give them advice. This was taken to the next level when I entered the dating industry and I was constantly bombarded to give advice, especially dating advice. For example, I will always tell them that the best way to get to know your date is to ask them the first school they went to, their mom's maiden name, their email login and password, and read all of their emails. Guys, you know that was a joke, right? Please do not do it. Okay, please do not do it. So anyway, over a decade ago, when we first started an offline dating service and we too were avalanche with advice, you are taking too much risk, they said. Both of you should not go into the business together. What if you break up? Why would anybody want to use a dating service, they asked. I see this friend doing it, but not you, they say. These were just some well-meaning advice we received. Nevertheless, we've borrowed money from family and using all of our life savings, we put in about $50,000 to start the business. From that two-people initial startup, we have grown it to a regional dating powerhouse with 10 online and offline services in 6 countries and 110 Cupids and Transformers. When we were raising money, we were advised by several VCs that they wouldn't invest because we are a husband and wife team and it is simply too risky. Because what if we get a divorce? What would happen to my investment, they asked. We were told that we were too nice and not cutthroat enough. We were told that this is a tough industry and we could only go that far. We continued and soldiered on despite the skepticism and doomsayers. Presently, the last valuation of the business was over $20 million, giving our investors a huge return, and our own initial shares are now worth over 180 times more. Along the way, our reputation and success record have started to speak for itself, and we were approached by a prestigious VC who wanted to merge us with another company that they were funding. The incentive was huge. However, after meeting with the company, we realized that we did not share the same mission and culture, and as tempting as it was to just say yes and receive tens of millions of funding, we didn't feel that it was the right thing to do. Just like the easy revenue that we could have made if we had resorted to dirty catfishing tricks that many industry players engaged in, we refused to compromise on our mission and our integrity. One of our company's core values that is still true to this very day is always do the right thing. It was an eerily similar situation when we first shared our preliminary plan for Viola.AI a few years ago. The same VCs mocked us by saying, "Who in the world would want to use that?" And they said the problems that you are trying to solve are not big enough, it's too niched. Well, tell that to the 1,300 people who have supported us, who believed in our vision, and who contributed to our project when we first launched our pre-sale with no product built yet. Did you know, by the way, from the time you have started listening to me until right now, over $26,200 have been lost to love scammers? And did you know, from the time you started watching this video, around 374 marriages have ended in divorce? The state of love is not a niche problem. It's a $800 billion market. A big problem with billions lost to love scammers. With increasing hundreds of millions of unwilling singles, people who want to find love but can't. With increasing hundreds of millions of marriages breaking down all around the world. And a confused generation growing up who have witnessed much misery from their parents' divorces. We believe our vision for Viola.AI can help combat these disturbing trends. Now that we are about to start our public sale, many people have advised us against it due to challenging market conditions. Now is not a good time, they say. And who would participate in this bearish market, they have asked. Challenging market conditions is far from a new experience for us. Over the decade, we have witnessed many down cycles that have affected our business. And throughout all of these down cycles, we have fought harder and we have never given up. We have only emerged stronger, better, and often out of these challenging times emerged new opportunities that took us to the next level. Like what American baseball player Babe Ruth said, you just can't beat the person who won't give up. We would do the same for Viola.AI. We'll fight and fight and fight from start till the end. We would grow ether by ether, version to version, user to user, and would keep pushing forward no matter what the obstacles are until Viola.AI is a success. Viola.AI is our most ambitious and important project, and we feel that in many sense, it's like starting all over again from the beginning, but this time, it is not just 2 people, but with the entire awesome Viola.AI team, our parent company Lunch Actually Group support, and most importantly, we have you, our community of supporters. We have heard your words of affirmation, and we thank you for your dedication and your passion. You have reaffirmed us that Viola.AI is a project that the world needs. We invite you to join us on this journey and to work with us. Let's show them that a world filled with love and happy relationships is a world worth fighting for. Let's change the world one relationship at a time.